So here's the thing, in the beginning the internet was read-only, which meant that only the creator of the website could create content and you could only read information on these websites. Things improved rapidly, protocols improved, and users were soon given the ability to write. The internet as we know it today was born. Users became creators, and websites became the place where to host their creations. But the websites are not user-owned. They're owned by companies, and today, if you want to share your creations or data with the world, you have to give it to these companies and rely on them. Only in recent years have we learned the consequences of this. This is the biggest issue with today's internet. The content itself is decentralized, but the storage of said content is centralized. A handful of companies make billions in profits thanks to users' content, and they have control over it. Solving these problems is at the foundation of Web3. Unlike Web 2, where we rely on companies, Web 3 relies on a network maintained by nodes known as a blockchain. You, me, or anyone else can host a node. At the core of Web 3 there are the decentralized apps, or DApps, hosted on these networks via smart contracts, which are simply bits of code that execute things automatically. This system, grossly oversimplified, is how Web 3 aims to solve the problems of centralization. Users and developers can share ownership of apps and services through governance. Imagine it as if you could have a say on how your favorite product evolves. This is also how most Web 3 apps like DeFi work today, through what is known as decentralized autonomous organizations. Current governance voting systems rely on token holding, which is similar to owning shares of a company. The more tokens you hold, the bigger your influence on decisions. This gives the opportunity to users not just to own their data, but to effectively own the platform as a community. Web 2 uses banks and payment processors for payments, which, again, is a centralized system and instantly excludes those who don't have a bank account or who live in the wrong country. Cryptocurrencies act as the decentralized currencies of Web 3. No middlemen involved, payments between two parties are executed by an automated and trustless network, being truly censorship-free. This might seem a bit of a paradox, but in Web 3 your data is both visible to anyone and exclusively yours. Everyone knows that you are the owner of that in-game item, that song, domain name or whatever else, but the only individual that can use it, sell it or even monetize on that piece of data is you and you exclusively. One way to do this is through NFTs, which are not just the expensive art images you've seen on the internet. NFTs are unique tokens that act as a certificate of ownership for, well, anything. Having an NFT on a blockchain is a way of telling the world that something, anything that is represented by that token is yours, and the blockchain, which can't be manipulated, makes sure it stays that way. To summarize, the internet as you know it is changing. Web 3 is growing and improving every day. In the future, your digital identity will not be owned by companies anymore. Applications and services that you use and like will be increasingly influenced by yours and the community's decisions. Payments will be increasingly decentralized and the internet will be truly censorship-free.